So you see all these small YouTube channels with less than 3K subscribers, and yet some of their videos get like 45K views, 85K views, even 120K views. And you're wondering, how is that? Why is that? And why is it not me? I am better than them. Let's see why. Let's talk. Let's talk about a few important points that you have to keep in mind for 2021 if you want to make your YouTube your full-time job, if you want to take it a bit more seriously, and if you really want more subscribers and more views, then this video is dedicated to you. Take out your pen and paper and take some notes. Let's get into these points. So if you're a small channel who has just started and you would want to improve your situation, let's get into some really realistic points that will help you a lot in 2021 to improve the chances of you being seen by other people and to be favored by the YouTube algorithm. Because how it exactly works is very complex to understand, is really difficult to understand, but what we can understand from what we've been told, here are some points that will help you. So by the end of this video, you'll have a lot of stuff figured out. And I also recommend you watch my 4,000 hours watch time video because it's in detail and it's going to explain to you a lot of things, especially if you have just started your channel. So let's get into this video right now. My point number 1 would be how-to videos. Now, we have talked about this before on my channel. It is so important, and I have to add this point again in this video also, because no matter what strategy you use to get more views, this should be your main focus, and that is to make how-to videos. Now, when you notice all those small channels with very little number of subscribers but a lot of views, what tends to happen is they have one thing figured out, and that is they are helping other people. So that is why they make videos that other people are searching for. When you are new to this YouTube game, one thing is for sure: nobody knows you and nobody cares for you, and nobody cares about you either, even if it is your own family and friends. Oh no, you don't want to be bothered about that for now. For now, what's important, you need to get those views in, and how that happens is you start making videos that other people are searching for. And what are people searching for? They're not searching for how you go out shopping and do your thing. They don't care about you. And you need to stop taking this so personal when your vlog videos never get any views. It's just because nobody knows you and nobody cares for you. So this vlog system used to work really great 2 years ago. Now in 2021, this strategy does not work. How-to videos usually consist of really useful information that people are looking for. For example, how to use an iPhone 11, or just a simple review on the new iPhone 12 Pro Max, or how to use a certain product, or how good is this new product that has just launched, or how good is this collection that has been launched by your favorite YouTuber or brand, or how to use a certain app, how to create a certain service, how to do a certain business, so you understand my point, right? It's like a lot of how-tos, and I would want you to focus on creating a library of videos that consist of videos starting with how-to. That should be the titles of your videos, starting with how-to, and I kid you not, you will certainly get more views. And especially if you're a new channel looking for those first 4,000 watch hours, then this strategy will help you in 2021. And if you're having a hard time finding what subjects and what topics you should discuss, then here's a great idea for you. Start making videos on everything that you personally search about. Even if you're a student, you're searching for a certain exam, you're searching for a certain piece of information, a certain document, a certain article, anything that it is, and you find some useful information online about that topic, make a video on that. Chances are, if you're searching for that, I'm sure somebody else is also searching for that. So if you make a video on that, guess what? Everybody else on planet Earth, whoever is searching for the same thing, might somehow one day land on your video, and that will give you a lot of views. And I love to talk about mindset a lot, me being me. I'm Isha. Hello. You need to get into that mindset of abundance of how-to videos, basically. So make a lot of videos on that, and just keep going. Don't make 2 or 3 videos and then be nervous and then be sad about why those views are not coming in, because, well, according to recent surveys, Everybody who has about 10k subscribers or like thousands of views also are the ones that have at least 100 videos on their channel. I'm sure you've already heard about this point, but if you don't have 100 videos on your channel yet and you're literally thinking, why am I not getting thousands of views just yet, then it just might be that your content so far is something that nobody's really bothered about. That is why the how-to video library is going to come in handy. And these initial videos are also going to be those videos that once your channel has really picked up some momentum, these videos are still going to keep on generating you more views, because here in these videos, you're at least solving a problem, telling some useful information, and I hope that you talk to the point and tell them, why do we have fireworks today? I'm not getting married. Moving on to our next point. Well, you now know how-to video library. Get 100 videos out on the subject and boom, you never know what video gets viral, what video gets, even if it doesn't get viral, okay? You will still get a lot of views. That's your main thing. Before we go into the next point, I also would like to tell you one thing. I have already told you guys what subjects you can talk about, tutorials, demos, how to use this, how to do that, a lot of how-tos basically. But as you make these videos, keep one thing in mind. Those videos, the titles, the descriptions, whatever it is that you're talking about in the video has to really match. It has to be all like one file, compact, one good piece of information, okay? And the tags should match, the title should match, the description should match, and whatever it is you're talking about, it should be very much to the point. Don't add bluff and fluff in the videos, because in 2021, it does not work. If you make a really long video and people only watch it for, let's say, 3 minutes or less, then you, my friend, don't have good watch time on your channel. And when you don't have good watch time in 2021, YouTube is not going to recommend your videos to a larger number of audience on YouTube basically. So that is going to be damaging for your channel and the rest of the videos that you're going to be posting about. So make short videos, probably like 8 to 10 minutes, and keep them to the point about the subject that you're talking about, and that way more people will watch that video for a longer period of time. If your video is 10 minutes and people are at least watching 6 or 7 minutes of that video, that is a huge number. That means your audience retention is up more than 50%, and that is what YouTube prefers. Talking about watch time, let's get into our next point. Quality control for better watch time. As I said already, your videos need to be a certain length, but however much length it is, every information spoken about has to be on point. No extra fluff and bluff in there, to the point, good 8 to 10 minutes, and they get a useful piece of information, they learn something from that, or they're inspired by the video or something. It has to click to them and they have to watch it. The more watch time you get on your channel, the more people will watch your videos eventually, because that is what YouTube now has done. Back in 2020, they really preferred videos that were really super long. They also preferred vlogs and shit. However, now things are changed just a little bit, and they would prefer if your videos are to the point and people are actually watching a longer percentage of your video. As I said, if your video is 10 minutes long and they're watching 6 minutes of it at least, wow, you're good to go. What matters for YouTube is your watch time. The more watch time you get, the more people will keep coming to your channel and to your rest of the videos also. In other words, for 2021, your focus should not even be on subscribers at all. Your focus should be more on views. And when we talk about views, we mean watch time. You need a lot of watch time. As I said, the more watch time, the better it is for your channel's growth. So instead of being obsessed with how many more subscribers you got today, how many few more views you got today, be more concerned about the quality of your videos, because quality will ensure a lot more watch time. Watch time is your thing. So in your dashboard, go keep an eye on the watch time. However, what I don't want you to do is be obsessed with the little number of 2 subscribers that you've gained in one day. When I'm talking about your videos has to be quality, we've already talked about how important it is that whatever you're speaking about is on point. However, with that being said, here's another thing. Don't be worried about camera equipments and all the gear and the cool gear and stuff. What you need to be worrying about is the lighting and the mic. the audio quality of your videos is so important. It is so underrated, and it is the most important. New YouTubers are always so obsessed with getting the best camera equipment and stuff. However, that is the last thing you want to be worried about, especially in your first year. Ignore that for now. You can really grow just with your phone. If you have an iPhone, amazing. There's so many other notes and pads that you can use that really do have great picture and video quality. Your main focus should always be on the lighting, the backgrounds, the aesthetics, obviously, as well as the audio quality. If you have a mic, that's great. If you don't have a mic, check the links in my description. I'll give you guys links to all these small little equipments and accessories that I would recommend to get the best quality. If you also want to know a bit more in detail about these points, then maybe also do watch my other video where I've talked about how to get 4,000 watch hours, because that explains a lot of these things in detail about the camera equipment and gear and all of those things. So you will learn a lot from that video. Again, I will link that for you guys down below. That video is going to help you so much, and you can thank me later. One more thing I would like to add in this: whenever you're recording your videos, even from a phone, make sure the resolution is at least 1080. 720 might not really work for you. 1080 with 30 FPS works just as fine. However, if you do have the latest iPhones, they have this inbuilt option where you can also record in 4K quality with either 30 FPS or 60 FPS. You can choose 30 FPS on your iPhone. However, if you make B-rolls like this one here, B-rolls should always be recorded in 60 FPS, because when you slow them down and show them in slow motion, they look insane, and they make your videos look so much better and so much interesting, and they also do keep the audience retention there. So always record your B-roll in 60 FPS to really get that beautiful vision and that smooth slow-mo effect. Point number 3, use these supporting apps. Now, I personally love using TubeBuddy. It really does help you so much, especially if you want to plan out your videos, the subjects. You can actually, it has like a planner there. You can add your plans, you can add your schedules, you can add your video ideas in their planner section, and you also have a tag section where you can explore different tags. So whatever video you want to make about, you just write it down and then search related tags, and it gives you an option for a lot of hashtags that you can then use in your video, in the description of your video, maybe also in the title, and also add them as tags under the video. TubeBuddy also tell you how each and every hashtag is actually ranked. So what is the competition like on YouTube for every single hashtag, and I find that really useful. Another one which I personally really love, which is called vidIQ. Now vidIQ is a bit more advanced, I feel, which is why beginners always tend to love TubeBuddy a lot more. However, I personally love vidIQ. These apps definitely are free, so you can use certain features just for free. However, I would recommend to at least start using one of these and use the paid version, because it does help a lot. It is going to be about probably like £2.86 a month, and it does help. And whether you're using an Android or an iPhone, you can use these apps on either one of them. And if you want the links to these apps, they're also given below in the description. Check them out. This is what's going to help you. And if you start using one of these with the paid version, if you're serious about your channel, that is, then that's the way to go. Point number 4, use TikTok to your advantage. Now, I know this is a little bit of an unusual thing. However, I have to say this, and this is so important. Nobody's talking about this right now, but I'm telling you, this is what's working in 2021. Go ahead and make random TikTok videos. Now you can also make TikTok other than just dancing and crazy things. You can now make it quite useful for people. I see a lot of TikTokers now make really useful, informative content where they make short clips telling them little DIY ideas or little tips on how to grow their channels, or just like little tips about the algorithms and stuff. And those TikTok people are doing really well because they do gain a lot of audience, a lot of following, because it's really easy to get attention on TikTok. Because TikTok is not as old as YouTube and Instagram, so what tends to happen is when a platform is quite new, you just get that organic reach. Okay, it just happens. It's because the platform really is just pushing everybody to be seen by thousands and millions of people, which is why it is so easy to get a lot of following on TikTok. And you can use that to your advantage, especially if you're trying to make your YouTube channel grow. What you can do is, once you have enough views and followers on TikTok, you actually get that option where you can add a link to your website or even to your YouTube channel in your bio, in your profile. So that is what I want you to do. Use TikTok to your your advantage, get a lot of attention from people, because once your TikTok starts to really develop and get a lot of attention from people, I'm telling you, automatically your YouTube channel is just going to grow equally, as well as your Instagram. So every new platform that you see, even in the coming times, I would already now tell you to just hop on it, get on it, do your best, get attention, and make your other channels grow along with it, because it does help. We already know YouTube is now overly saturated. However, I'm not trying to discourage you here. Of course, there's a chance and there's a place for everybody here. However, at the same time, whatever new platforms there are, they always have better chances to make you grow. So when you grow on one platform, it automatically ensures that you also grow on all the other platforms, because then you have that following that wants to follow you kind of everywhere, right? Depending on whatever it is that you truly talk about, which is why also it is so important to have like a niche and stick to that niche. Now, I know you've probably been listening to this point all your life, but I'm telling you, it is so important to have a particular niche, which is also why you see this channel from me. This is not my main channel. My main channel is Lady Isha, because I love talking about budgeting, finance, and motivation, and inspiration, and business, and money. So that is why I thought, okay, if I do everything on my main channel, that is going to be a bit of a problem, because that channel is more about leveling up, fashion, and lifestyle, and recipes. However, I like to talk about so many things. So I thought, okay, it makes more sense to have one channel dedicated to only the motivation, inspiration, and the money and the finances, and my other main channel could only be for recipes, vlogs, and other silly things that I do. So do you see what I did there? I kept both my platforms dedicated to a particular niche, and that is what works. Coming back to TikTok, don't be a late comer. I know it's always, every time we see a new platform, we're like, oh, this is crazy. Oh, this is just like for the young dumbs. I don't want to be on it. Hasn't that always happened in the history of your life, where a platform is new and you're looking at it with a side eye, and then in a few years time, you're already on that platform anyway, because now it has become the norm? Exactly. With TikTok, the same is going to happen anyway. So get on it, hop on it before you're too late, because then it will be already also saturated, super oversaturated, just like YouTube is right now, right? And you didn't get on this 10 years ago either, right? Because you were thinking, sitting, judging, doubting, questioning. However, here you are now. Now that you want to start it, this is the right channel. You'll get all the useful information to make your channels grow, and I'm hoping that you're taking notes. If you also do want more information about TikTok, by the way, let me know in the comments below, because I love the insider information on like the TikTok platform. I think it's super interesting. Let's get on to our next point. The next point is my favorite. Point number 5, the YouTuber mindset. What is a YouTuber mindset? Let's talk about that. But I really want to talk a lot about mindset shifts here on my channel, because honestly, nobody talks about that. Mindset shift is so important if you want to become a real grown YouTuber, okay? So what is a YouTuber mindset? Well, it's everything that you're not right now. So anything that you're thinking right now and doubting and questioning right now, that's not a YouTuber mindset. Oh, should I talk about this or should I not talk about that? That is not a YouTuber mindset. A YouTuber mindset is, okay, wait a minute, I have this really new cool idea. Let me just script it down, write it down, take some notes, maybe do some research on it. Let me just make a video on that. Let me just publish that damn video. Let's see what happens. If something happens, amazing. If nothing happens, no problem. Next, on to the next. That is a YouTuber mindset. They're creative. They just do it. They just do it. Do you really think big YouTubers are sitting there thinking whether they should say a certain thing or not, whether they should talk about a subject or not, whether they should do this or not, whether they should make this type of video or not? No, they're not thinking about that. They are just doing that. Meanwhile, you're sitting here still thinking, probably still even doubting, which is exactly why we are talking right now about mindset. By the way, if you're new to this channel, don't forget, you're welcome to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram, The Finance Queen, and I'm there to answer all your questions. And if you want me to talk about a certain subject, I would love to do that, because that is what this channel is all about. It is about you, about helping you grow. Another thing that a YouTuber mindset has is, not only do they just like post whatever comes in their mind, whatever ideas they have, they get as creative as they can. But one thing they also do is they do follow their intuition and their gut. And that is so important. I think please start doing some meditation. Meditation does help bring new ideas, and just be calm and still and just let that mind and let that gut function. Because when that functions properly, ideas start coming in, and you never know, whatever idea you start having, probably even in the middle of the night, or even sometimes sitting in the toilet, or even in the shower as you're singing, if you have a creative idea, I need you to write it down and start making a video around it, because you never know what goes viral, right? And it's usually the craziest of ideas that you might think right now, oh, this is crazy. What am I thinking? Oh no, this is so wrong. This is bad. Oh no, this is just funny. Those are exactly the ideas that might pick up your channel. Trust me. So start writing those ideas down. Don't think you're crazy. No. That is why we're talking about mindset, because right now, whatever mindset you have to go against that in order to really work. So whatever it is that you're feeling right now, or thinking right now, or doubting about right now, or whatever, do exactly the opposite, because that is what's going to work for you. Talking about YouTuber mindset, if you think that you have posted only like 10 or 20 videos or less than 100 videos and still you are not getting that momentum and you're already discouraged and demotivated, well then might as well stop right now, because that is not a YouTuber mindset. As a small YouTuber, if you think your content is not really on that level where you deserve to have thousands and millions of subscribers, then don't be so hard on yourself. It is what it is. Let your content speak for itself. And the more you make content, it is a learning curve. It is a learning process, because you have to really start loving the process. The more you record, schedule, edit, draft out your videos, the more you will learn. And that is how every single video, one after the other, is going to keep improving. Because if you don't improve, then don't expect 1,000 or 2,000 people watching every single video of yours every single day, every single hour of the day, because it's not going to happen, because your content is probably not on that level yet. You haven't really cracked it yet, okay? Get to that quality first, and trust me, it's gonna follow. The subscribers and the views is just gonna keep on increasing, and it's always like a snowball effect. Once maybe even 1 or 2 videos start to pick up, all the other videos start to have momentum also. You get the point, right? I would also like to know, do you have a small YouTube channel? So tell me, has any one video picked up? Have you started that momentum, or have you not? Tell me. Let's talk about momentum, because you never know what a video will be picked by the YouTube algorithm and be shown to like thousands and millions of people, and you never know, your 1 or 2 videos kind of start going viral and you're like, hey, what happened? Wow, my life has changed. If you haven't gotten to that momentum yet, don't worry, because you will. Keep following these points that I tell you about, especially in all my other YouTube related videos. You are going, it is definitely going to happen for you. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month, but it will. Talking about this process, yes, it is always a process. Like once you start editing, number 1, your editing starts to improve. Number 2, your confidence starts to improve. Number 3, you start watching your videos and you're like, oh my god, okay, my audio quality has to improve. Slowly your lighting improves. Slowly, you know, the lighting, the audio, the camera, everything at one point, everything kind of comes together like a whole good, nice recipe, and everything is perfect. You probably have already also cracked how to make thumbnails and what to write in your descriptions and the titles and the hashtags and the tags and everything. You get it all figured out at one point. And that is when you get to that level of really where you deserve lots and lots of views. So get into that mindset first, because it is a learning process, a learning curve. Once you learn these things one by one, there's no way on earth you're not going to succeed, because you will. Your styling and your dressing improves, your body language improves, your accent improves a little. You really start maturing into the YouTube platform, and don't worry if you just started. Take notes on these little steps and you will do much better. Also, a YouTuber mindset is posting on a regular schedule. Don't post randomly. Don't take YouTube as a joke. I have talked about this before in my other videos. Go watch them. If you take YouTube as a joke, YouTube algorithm is also going to take you as a joke. They are not going to promote your videos that much. No, they're not going to do that, which is why I keep talking about this. Make sure your audio quality is great. If you're recording from a phone, make sure it's at least 1080, 30 FPS, or 60, even better. But make sure it's quality stuff that you talk about. It will pick up. And post on regular schedules. So if you post on Mondays, guess what? You're posting every Monday, okay? If you post at 6 p.m. every day, then that's what you do. But again, more on this in detail in my other videos. So go ahead and watch that video now. I will see you guys in the next one.